Aerodrome Finance price update and a potential 1000x. Yes, you heard it right. It's not clickbait. A potential 1000x altcoin. My name is mikemadz. Let's start this video. Before I start the video, as always, Aerodrome community, base community, and everyone that's watching. Every like matters, every comment matters. The more people engage, the better for the video, the better for our projects, the better for the entire community. Appreciate you. Let's start. All right, let's stop wasting time. Let's jump straight into it. Of course, main topic is going to be Aerodrome today, and with the price action stalling again, the main question I'm getting right now, does it even still make sense here? This long wait here, missed opportunities, does it all make sense? And one of the biggest topics today, actually, my last and biggest altcoin conviction bag of this cycle, where I'm gonna basically emphasize most of my focus here on, of course, next to Aerodrome, which I truly believe here has the potential to go to much higher levels. Of course, taking a look at the Aerodrome price prediction, and especially here this month, where the price might be heading, and of course, a big warning and something I'm about to do here that is super important. Okay, now starting off with Aerodrome, the main question I'm getting today, okay, is does it all just make sense? Does it make sense or not? We're waiting for so many months, years at this point. Most people are still not in profit, believe it or not, and most people, of course, lost hope here. Now taking a look at that, I want to keep it short and to the point here. Just like always, my personal opinion, yes, it still makes sense, and I will show you shortly why patience is needed in this space here. Super important. But taking a look at it here, very brief summary and grand scheme of things here, Aerodrome is just doing great here. Again, the fundamentals are better than ever before, just price needs to catch up. And why price is lagging, there's certain reasons for it we'll take a look at here later on. Now taking a look at here, as you can see here, volume, metrics of those kinds here are absolutely accelerating here. 2.4 in total volume here, 3.1 million distributed in voting rewards, and of course the biggest or the most important fact here, especially if you're bullish in the base ecosystem and if you want a token that represents the base ecosystem as good as possible here, of course, as base doesn't have a native token, over 50% of DEX volume on base is happening on Aerodrome. So very short answer. Does it still make sense here? Does Aerodrome still make sense, this entire thesis? Yes, it does. Nothing has changed. Okay, taking a look at my biggest conviction bag, and I want to just briefly tell you what I'm about to do here with this project. Now, with my channel, of course, I covered other projects here, other microcaps, and I started to select some of them here, covering them here and there. But with this project right now, this will be my biggest focus until the end of the cycle. And I want you here, my community, to join me on this journey. Now, what I'm talking about here is, of course, black gold, guys. Now, of course, I'm a base channel, but never marry your blockchain, never marry any ecosystem. Doesn't make any sense. It makes sense to diversify your portfolio, and especially here with Solana. Actually, now with the ETF, Solana is gaining ground here, of course, being a layer one here, a solid layer one, a blue chip crypto, which you should not be sleeping on. And having exposure passively to Solana is also super important. Now, black gold on Solana, just like I said, I just want to remind you here because I get the same comments every single time here. This was my Telegram call out. Keep in mind, my Telegram is absolutely free here. I don't have any paid groups. This was the call out here. Market cap was below 50K, guys. Okay, 35K market cap. I told you I see massive potential in this project. Why? Because the dev here already has the experience, already had projects here, successful projects, is well connected, etc. 35K, I told you to jump on it. Some friends, some community members actually trusted my call, jumped on the bandwagon, and of course, then my first YouTube video. In my first YouTube video, we already were above 100K market cap, and some people were already writing me here, Mike, I'm too late, I missed the train. Guys, I understand that this cycle is a little bit different here, dynamic-wise, where you feel late when you miss the first 5-minute candle, but this project is different here. Now, jumping forward to the second video, and here we are already above $1 million in market cap. I'm getting the same comments here. Mike, I'm too late. I missed it. How can I miss it? I usually trust your calls. Same comments again. Again, guys, this is still a micro cap. Everything below 100 million is very early. Okay, I want to remind you in the time here in the bull market, especially early 2024, sitting at 100 million was considered early. I just need to remind you here, in a true bull market, this is simply a joke as a market cap. So the upside potential is absolutely massive. Stop telling me you're late to a project here. Now, of course, a present moment here, and as you can see here, this is one of the most bullish and beautiful charts I've ever seen in crypto here, especially this cycle. And in this current place here, we're already sitting at over $4 million in market cap, and we're actually about to flip or, okay, or the proof of work project here, or not even anymore proof of work. I think they changed thesis so many times. We're about to flip that project. And again, I'm getting the same comments. I'm too late, I'm too late. Guys, you are early, and I want you to join our journey because community is super important, and having the same vision here as a community is even more important. And brief reminder here, because some people ask, it is a total small supply here. It's limited to 21 million. It will take a lifetime to reach that. And more importantly, the current total supply is absolutely tiny. So tokenomics are absolutely beautiful here. I'm not bullish on a project here for no reason here. Now I want to cover something because I know as a viewer and as a personal viewer here of some channels here myself, I would have the same thoughts. Now, some pain points and comments I would like to address here regarding this project here. Some comments I'm getting, and some comments I personally would ask if I were watching a YouTuber, a crypto YouTuber presenting a token. First thought, of course, I'm too late. I just presented you, you're not late, you're very, very, very early. He's getting paid, I don't trust him. I'm not getting a single penny here, okay? Not a single penny. I'm not getting paid. In contrary, I actually invested in this project, and I'm investing more time than ever in this project than any project before. And of course, I don't know how to buy it. Also a comment I keep getting here. And with the answers here, they are very, very easy. You're early, not a single penny have been paid to me. And of course, it's easier than you think. Just Google it, YouTube it. All you need is a Solana wallet. I recommend Solflare. Have some Solana on this wallet. Go to Jupiter, for example, a DEX, put in the CA, swap it, done deal. Check it out on YouTube. There's plenty of tutorials I don't need to show you here. But the most important thing is, I truly think here, this has the potential to go to with market cap. So massive, massive upside potential. And again, this will be my biggest focus next to Aerodrome until the rest of the cycle. You have no word. All right, getting to the Aerodrome price prediction, especially for this month, let's take a look at the chart first. And let's take a look at the USD pair, of course, first. Just like I told you here, the important levels to watch for Aerodrome. No matter what happens here in the short term, in my personal opinion, those are the levels to watch here, especially if maybe we're getting another downtrend here. I would personally look at those levels like a hawk here. First level of support, 70 cents. If we lose that, 60 cents is your last hope. Now, more importantly, actually, those levels need to be held in weekly candles here. So if we get a wick, it's fine. If we get a daily candle below, it's fine. Weekly closes here below 60 cents. And I personally think here, it is time to prepare for much, much more pain and even the potential here to retest those lows. Now, this is the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario is actually, as you can see here, Aerodrome is still above the bull market support band. Okay, very, very important. Many projects are not. And Aerodrome is actually showing relative strength here, especially to Ethereum, which might fade to here in the short term. And also, if you're a TA guy, this is the potential here to be some sort of bull flag formation, which I'm not a huge fan of. But as you can see here, maybe this pattern is repeating where we have massive run up, downside consolidation, almost like a bull flag, run up, repeat. So watch those levels, 70 cents, 60 cents. If we hold weekly candles above, the room for much, much higher is there. And then the next level to watch would be, of course, $1, close above $1, and the room for all-time highs here can happen very, very fast. Now, taking a look at the perspective here, because I want to compare it to other DEXs here. For example, the main DEX on Solana, Jupiter, which I'm a huge, huge fan of. Great product, but unfortunately the token is not doing so well here. As you can see here, comparing these two charts, Aerodrome actually looks much, much more decent than like something like Jupiter here, where Jupiter is well below its bull market support band and is already almost testing it as resistance and not as support. So you have to have perspective. As a DEX, at this current cycle here, DEXs are not so attractive. DeFi is not too attractive. It's all about memes and certain utility plays. As a DEX, it's actually doing great here, okay, on its USD pair. And taking a look at its Ethereum pair here, just like I told you, if Ethereum goes to about 7K this cycle, the room for a $4 Aerodrome opens up. And of course, if Aerodrome is actually an outperformer here, not just an oscillator against Ethereum, then of course we can expect much higher prices. But this is a story here for much later time here. Right now it's important to focus on, can we hold this level here on the weekly, 70 cents, 60 cents, and then we'll take it step by step. And coming to the end of the video, and something super important, big warning, and here's something I'm about to do here. Now, what I'm talking about is, of course, seasonality here. Seasonality matters, guys, especially in crypto. Why? Because in the summer months, de-risking is very usual, okay? Especially also in TradFi, trading desks, etc. They like to de-risk. They slowly start to raise cash here for a certain downside period that is potential here. Not guaranteed, but having a cash position makes sense. And the de-risking process can lead into the chart bleeding a little bit further. So most important thing is, in my personal opinion, hope for the best. There is a scenario where we're blessed higher and we have a bullish summer, but you should be prepared for the worst here. And what this means here, in my personal case, I'm starting to have a decent cash position here in order to be ready here if we get this last dip here, which is most probably going to be the last opportunity here before we get into this alt season, Q4 part of the cycle here, where we finally go to our price targets here. And then I expect here actually 2026 here, especially late 2026, the bear market to begin here. So this is the time, guys. This is time to focus. Opportunities might still come, but latest Q4 will be the time where we reap the benefits, in my personal opinion. Okay? At the end of the day, guys, be bullish on yourself. That is most returns. Do your own research. Super important. Most important thing is, don't get wrecked.
Giving up from blue tops like Mars Simpson, just hard discipline, pot simmering, cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the plan form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we nice. Put the